Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news now, guys. Hold on to your hats because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer for the Seahawks and the NFC West as a whole. Rumors are swirling and they come straight from NFL. Calm sources, which, always have their ear to the ground. Word on the street is that the Seahawks might be about to pull the trigger on a blockbuster trade, and it involves none other than Jalen Waddle, the explosive wide receiver from the Miami Dolphins. Yeah, I know it sounds wild, but hear me out because this could really shake up the division and give Seattle that extra edge we've been looking for. First off, let's talk about Waddle himself. The guy's a speedster, a true yards after catch king, and he's been making big plays since his college days at Alabama. In 2025, he's already racked up over 52 receptions on 82 targets for 712 yards and 3 touchdowns through just 12 games. That's an average of nearly 60 yards per game, and he's doing it all while maintaining a yards per route average of 2.5 and an impressive 88. 4 PFF receiving grade. This isn't just some flash in the pan. Waddle's career stats boast over 0 yards receiving and more than 20 touchdowns, with consistent YAC numbers that top 600 yards annually. Basically, he's a top-tier receiver, and he's got the kind of separation skills that remind you of Tyreek Hill, an elite 4.2 yards of separation, and he's a threat to blow the top off any defense. Combine that with his EPA per target of plus 0.12 and a contested catch rate of around 50%, and you're talking about a guy who can be a real game changer. Now, why would the Dolphins consider trading Waddle? Well, they're currently sitting at 6-7, and their defense is allowing an average of 8 points per game. They're also facing some financial constraints with an $8 million cap hit coming up in December 2025, which is prompting them to look at rebuilding and reallocating resources. The Dolphins need to free up cap space to bolster their offensive line, and a trade involving Waddle could net them around $15 million in savings, money that can be used to shore up their line or other key areas. Even though Waddle's performance has been solid, their offense is averaging just 6 points per game, which is pretty low considering the talent. They're focusing on draft picks to rebuild a more balanced team, prioritizing their defense and trying to find that perfect mix. Here's where it gets really interesting for the Seahawks. A trade for Waddle could be a perfect fit for our offense, especially with Geno Smith leading the charge. Think about it, Waddle's ability to stretch the field, combined with DK Metcalf's 13.5 yards per reception and Jackson Smith-Njigba's emerging role, creates a trio that's explosive and tough for defenses to handle. Waddle's YAC prowess, which exceeds 600 yards annually, would open up so many opportunities for big plays, especially when combined with Smith's accurate arm and the Seahawks' offensive scheme. It's like adding a lightning bolt to an already fast and dangerous offense. In terms of on-field impact, analysts project Waddle could boost the Seahawks' yardage per game by around 150 yards, pushing our offense from an average of 24. 2 points up to around 28 points per game. That's a significant increase and could be the difference in close games, especially in the playoffs. His zone coverage grade of 88. 4 indicates he's a mismatch weapon, capable of exploiting defenses that try to lock down our top receivers. And with the Seahawks already 7-6 and fighting for a playoff spot, adding a player of Waddle's caliber could be the push we need to secure a postseason run, and who knows, maybe even push deeper into the playoffs than ever before. Now, let's talk about the big picture, the Super Bowl odds. Right now, Seattle's chances are looking pretty good, but with the addition of Waddle, those odds could improve dramatically. Bookmakers have already seen the Seahawks' Super Bowl odds shift from around plus 2,000 to plus 900 in some cases, reflecting the belief that Waddle's arrival could turn us into serious contenders. His ability to win close games with an 18% boost in clutch situations makes him an invaluable asset for a team that's already shown resilience and grit. If we do manage to land him, it's not just about adding talent. It's about changing the entire dynamic of our offense and potentially our entire season. Of course, a trade like this isn't without its questions. The Dolphins are probably going to want a significant return, possibly a first-round pick in 2026 and a second-rounder in 2027, maybe even more depending on how the negotiations go. But for the Seahawks, this is about more than just draft picks. It's about making a statement. About saying that we're all in on trying to win right now and that we're willing to make bold moves to do it. Waddle's presence would elevate the whole team, bringing explosiveness and a new dimension that defenses haven't had to contend with before. It's a move that could spark a renaissance for our offense and ultimately help us chase that Super Bowl trophy we've been dreaming of. So guys, this rumor could very well turn into reality, and if it does, the Seahawks are going to be a team to watch. The NFC West is already competitive, but adding Waddle could give us a clear edge over the Rams, 49ers, and Cardinals. It's about elevating our game, creating mismatches, and giving Geno Smith the weapons he needs to truly shine. The potential is huge, and I for one am excited about what this could mean for our team's future. Remember, in the NFL, one bold move can change everything, and right now, it looks like the Seahawks might be preparing to do just that. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, the Seahawks are already in a good spot with a solid record and a talented roster that's just waiting for that extra push. Adding a player like Waddle would be a massive boost, not just in terms of raw talent, but also in confidence and morale. Imagine the energy in the locker room, knowing that your offense just got a shot in the arm with one of the league's most dynamic playmakers. That kind of move could propel us into the playoffs as a serious threat and give us a real shot at making some noise in the postseason. And let's not forget, Waddle's already proven his ability to thrive in tight situations, and with his compatibility with Smith and the rest of our offense, the sky's the limit. The Seahawks have been building something special this season, and this rumored trade might just be the final piece to turn a good team into a great one. As fans, we've seen how resilience, determination, and bold moves can lead to glory, and I believe this could be one of those moments. So to all you Seahawks faithful out there, keep your fingers crossed and stay tuned. Because if this trade goes through, it's not just a win for Seattle, it's a statement to the entire league that we're here to contend, and that we're not afraid to make the bold moves needed to get there. The NFC West better watch out, because with Waddle on our side, we're about to take it to a whole new level. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and the Seattle Seahawks. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Seattle Seahawks news.